The Sedona is the world's only acoustic and electric guitar amplifier that employs tubes. Now, we went down this path with Doyle Dykes. Doyle Dykes came to us in 1993 and said, I've got a Taylor and I've got a Telly, and I want to play both of these guitars through one amplifier. It turns out that there's a lot of musicians that perform that with an acoustic and an electric guitar and really would like to have one amplifier to deliver the goods. Bob Taylor, Taylor Guitars, came to us some years ago as they were working on a very innovative pickup system called the Expression System, or ES. And as they developed this, they were working with Rupert Neve, famous for Neve consoles and studio electronics equipment, and told us that they needed an amplifier that had a balanced line input. So we responded immediately, and within 2 weeks of the request, I drove down to San Diego with a prototype in my hands for Taylor Guitars to test, and they were, of course, blown away with it.
We started the development for the Expression System because we were frustrated with the previous whole generations and technologies of pickups that ultimately, when you plugged them in, they didn't sound like the guitar. You know, as guitar players, we spend a lifetime searching for tone and finding our sound in a guitar. And the last thing I want to do is plug it in and hear the pickup and not the guitar. Sure. So the Expression System was born to deliver the personality of the instrument that you own. The ES, the preamp and the pickups inside were designed to deliver the sound of the guitar. So to do that, we created our own technology. We've got our dynamic body sensors, which are essentially contact microphones. There's a pickup here under the last fret. It's embedded in our neck joint, and then a hum canceling coil for that. And now, starting in 2010, an all discrete preamp. So all that said, you know, there's a lot of technology in it, but as a player, you plug it in and it sounds like your guitar. Making the Expression System Pro ready, meaning it has a balanced output if you want it, that guarantees that you can plug into high-end pro audio gear and other amplifiers that will deliver the full expression of what you and your guitar are doing. If you're a working pro, you want to run it balanced. That's going to give you the best performance every time.
One of the reasons why balanced line output from an acoustic guitar is so valuable in the ES system is because it is balanced away from ground. It is a positive and a negative. The shield for the cable is completely separate. In an unbalanced system, you have the hot and then you have the shield acting as the ground. And the quietest way is to have a separate shield that doesn't carry a signal and to have the plus and minus or a floating balanced output. Now, in the case of an ES system, if you do not use a balanced line connection between the guitar and the amplifier, you're losing half the signal because basically you're only listening to half, which is the hot. You're using the shield as the ground, and there's one half of the guitar that's missing. So by using the balanced line input on our Sedona, you're able to get the full output, and I believe it's 6 dB difference between a balanced and unbalanced, as well as you're getting much better tone.
Inspired by the Expression System, the T5 was developed next, and it's got 3 internal pickups. They're all magnetic, one under the last fret. Then you've got we call this a bridge humbucker. It's actually a stacked humbucker under an innocent little can. And then a body sensor back here. So if I flip this over, you can see the body sensor. There's the humbucker and then the neck pickup. And this guitar is also balanced, and it's pro ready. And you can plug in a balanced cable and you'll get that additional output level on the T5. Anytime you have additional output level, it's great. You get less noise, you have more signal to shape tone-wise, whether you want to fold, spindle, or mutilate it electronically. You just have more content to work with.
So even in like the electric mode, when you're playing just on the humbucker and you're playing some high gain stuff,
balanced.
It's balanced.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. So ultimately, this is a low impedance system with a preamp, and what you don't see would be the battery that sits back here, and but the 2 output amps driving the positive part of the signal and the negative part of the signal just give you a fully line level balanced output.
So a guitar amp with a balanced input, it would be optimal and ideal for a guitar.
Absolutely, because then you capture everything the guitar can do. And to me, when you're able to plug into something balanced, then the tone controls on the amp and all the control of the amp means so much more. You can really take this into a bunch of great places. Whether you want it to sound like the instrument or you want it to sound completely different, you've got more to work with.
The Taylor T5 is really a unique instrument, and I really applaud Taylor for the development of the T5. They have sold thousands of that instrument, and it's really a terrific instrument. But what's very interesting in it, it's an acoustic electric guitar, and it's a balance line output, and all the pickup choices come through the balance line output. That includes the humbucker, as well as the bridge system and the ES system that's all built into that. If you have a T5, and you want to be able to get electric guitar sounds and acoustic guitar sounds utilizing that system inside the T5, and it's an innovative guitar, this is the amplifier for you. We go through great pains in selection of components for our amplifiers, and the transformers that we utilize for the balance line input as well as the balance line output are made by Tommy Reichenbach of Cinemag. Now, Cinemag is famous because they manufactured Jensen transformers for years and years and years. Many, many recording studios in Europe have taken out their Jensen transformers and other brands and retrofit them with Cinemag transformers, and we're very proud to use these expensive transformers inside our Sedona amplifiers. So this ES input, this balance line input, is an option on the Sedonas, and it allows one jack to be unbalanced and one jack to be balanced so that you can have your balance line ES system or other acoustic guitar with a balance line output, as well as your electric guitar, which is unbalanced in the other jack. If you have an acoustic guitar that has an unbalanced output, such as the Martins that utilize a Fishman system or LR Baggs pickup system, this is a great sounding amplifier for it. Even though we do offer it as a balance line input option, the ES option, you can run unbalanced into this amplifier, and it's going to be the best sounding acoustic guitar amp you can buy. The Sedona comes with two speaker options. It comes with either a JBL 12-inch or a Celestion G12T 75 12-inch. If you're primarily an electric guitar player and you use an acoustic guitar for the minority of time, the more optimum speaker choice would be the Celestion. If you're primarily an acoustic guitar player and minority playing the electric guitar, the JBL would be a better choice for you. We do offer both.